Good afternoon, and welcome to Mike's Harder After Hours. I'm Colton.
I'm Joe.
And we have...
I'm Don.
The Filthy Horde Don. According to his shirt, he's not, but it's a quote from him, so who can fucking believe it?
We'll have to see if we can get a couple quick shots of some shirts. And thanks to my cousin Amber for hooking us up with some sweet shirts.
I'm going to have to come in and see my girl, see how much those shirts are, see if I can get a couple more, because that's a nice fucking shirt. Yeah. It fit well. The collar was real nice. It was a nice fucking shirt.
Yeah.
Usually, you know, when people are just like, oh, here's a fucking shirt, it's either a little loose or a little tight. That fucking thing was dead ass.
Or half the stitches aren't completely sewn and it's got a tag in the neck. Yeah, those are nice shirts.
Yeah, I have to go see my girl one of these days. Oh, fuck, she listens to the fucking podcast.
So? She's your hookup. She's your plug. Your shirt plug.
Yeah, my shirt plug that I'm half-ass flirting with over the podcast. It's a fucking... Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Maybe she'll skip this one.
Can only hope.
No, yeah, because now I'm going to tell her.
I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. But yeah, I'll have to go and see how much those were, because it's a nice shirt. Might have to get, you know, one that just has the logo so I can actually, like, wear it to things, because I had to take my brother to his banquet dinner last night, and somebody was like, you gonna come in? I was like, no. Oh,
were you wearing the shirt?
Yeah, I wore it to work under my shirt, and I just took my like nice shirt off when I got home, and he was supposed to have a ride up there, and my sister wasn't able to take him, so I had to take him. I was like, no.
You didn't want to walk in with a shirt that says "Go eat a
to
dick."
The Special Olympics banquet? No, I did not. That, and I think I might transition us back to the OG logo, because I like the fucking... Just seeing the logo on the shirt, I'm like, fuck, I like this logo so much more.
Do it. I don't care. The fucking... the nice thing about my little tagline... who's going to say anything other than you need to go to a meeting?
Yeah, and anybody that knows you is going to be like, true.
Yeah. Anybody who sees Don is going to question whether he's telling the truth.
Which is true. But yeah, anybody that sees mine is like, what a fucking asshole.
I see Craig now. He sees me out in public with that shirt. He'd be like, liar.
I sent a picture of your shirt to him earlier. Is how he's the one that inspired that whole thing.
Did he say anything?
I haven't heard back from him yet. I haven't talked to him.
Dude, we got to have him back on the podcast.
Oh, I know. I haven't talked to him in about a week.
You should see. Is he going to be home this weekend?
He's home weekends. I don't know what he's doing, but
you should see if he's free this weekend. We can do a extra episode.
Yeah, I can try to reach out to him tomorrow. Cool. Yeah, I want to get an update on what's going on with him. I don't want to say anything
right
here now, but I want to get an update on what's going on with him. So I was kind of hoping he would have reached out when I sent him that message, but he didn't. He's probably still on the road. So,
yeah, probably. Sure, those lot lizards are taking up a lot of time.
Probably.
At this point, he's probably installed a doorbell on his truck, so they stop banging on the door.
You're putting dents in my fucking door. Just fucking ring the bell. Oh, I'm out of water. Jesus Christ.
So what have you done this week, Don?
Just trying to get an apartment finished. Good. Oh, but I did have something funny happen to me yesterday. We're working in this apartment.
Hey, could you grab me one too, please?
Water?
Yeah.
And I'm taking over from what somebody else has already done.
Thanks.
Which I can't stand because I don't know what they've done to things. So they put in all the plumbing, the tub shower unit. We turned the water on yesterday, and my partner goes to the bathroom faucet, turned it on to check it, make sure there's no leaks. Well, as soon as he turned it on, the tub spout started pouring water out of it.
What the?
How the fuck does that happen?
He was getting water out of the bathroom sink, but the tub's going.
They connected somehow?
That's convenient if you're going to brush your teeth and warm up your bath water.
Yeah, that's my coworker. He's like, I guess you got to pre-start your bath, I guess. So we go looking into it. I can't figure it out. I tell my bosses about it after work, and they had a suggestion on what to do. It had something to do with the shower valve itself. So I go look at it more today. We go in, make some changes. I could turn the faucet on, nothing comes out. Cool. Nothing's coming out of the tub now. Everything's coming out of the faucet.
What happens when you turn on the tub?
Well, I don't remember because I don't think we did that. Because I had all the water shut off. So I go back over, turn the water on, and then I turn the hot water tank on. And I turn the hot water tank on, it sprays a stream across the shower. And I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Who the fuck plumbed this apartment?
Edward Scissorhands.
The one guy that hasn't been working for us for a while because he's too busy making money on other jobs. I'm like, I would not want to be at any of his jobs.
Wow.
He's making so much money he can't even remember how to do it.
Plumbing is like one of the most basic when it comes to building a structure. Plumbing's pretty basic. You have water, you have pressure, you have a valve. Valve opens, water comes out.
Yeah.
It's not that damn difficult.
And when
Right, and you got to make
when it
sure
goes
that you
to a
have
drain-
grading to everything.
When it goes to drain, all you got to know is shit goes downhill.
Yeah. How in the...
So basically what it came down to was the actual shower valve itself, where you turn the handle, on and off.
Mm.
Moen has this weird ass setup. You have to have one little piece in at a certain spot for it to shut the whole valve off.
But how does turning the bathroom sink on affect the tub?
Because the water pressure going through the system, it wasn't actually set to shut the valve at the tub.
So it was open, and then the pressure came through, and it went into the tub.
It wasn't enough. Like it would shut everything off and not run water, but it wasn't enough to actually say, I don't want the tub running, I want the faucet running. Or I want the faucet running, or the tub running, not the faucet.
Fuck.
Just because the way everything was plumbed in, it was confusing.
To say the least.
I'm sure it sounds confusing, but...
Well, I grew up installing water lines, and I'm like, this makes absolutely no sense. You have a supply and a valve. It's that damn simple.
Yeah.
Every time I see the commercials for the smart house valves and all that shit, I'm like, one more fucking thing to go fucking wrong. Seriously, we detect a leak, and it shuts your house off. You're like, no, motherfucker, I was filling a fucking pot to boil some noodles. I was just doing it slow so I could make coffee. Now I got to open the app, go to the app, tell the app, no, that's me.
See, that's only funny because for you, that would take a couple of minutes. For most people, they'd just be like, done.
At that point, I'd give up and just go get a hotel room and take a shower.
So fucking stupid.
I'd be like, fuck this.
You're like fucking 90.
And the other way that when I do plumbing, I put shut off, actual ball valves in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet you like them ball valves, huh?
Fuck off. But I always put the ball valves in at every point.
Mm.
So if anything happens, I can shut one off. I probably could have diagnosed it if there was a shut-off valve for everything.
Joe, is your ball valve working?
Nah,
No.
not without a handyman.
I'm a carpenter. I'm sorry.
He's also a handyman.
So this guy plumbed every line straight to the valve with no shut off.
Yeah, it goes from the main straight up to the shower, straight up, elbows over, goes to the kitchen sink and to the bathroom sink.
So everything is just run open, and that's why, because the pressure was coming through, and the shower, like, shut off.
The shower wasn't shut off.
Yeah, it wasn't set to be, like, closed. Okay, that makes sense.
That's stupid.
I'm not saying it's not stupid, but it makes sense why it was so confusing.
First person that has to replace a kitchen faucet in that place is going to be madder than hell.
Yeah, because you've got to shut off the whole water.
place.
Yeah.
Well, you can go underneath the sink, at the bottom of your cabinet, and you can shut it off that way because there are shut-offs there. But, like...
But you couldn't do, like... You couldn't just replace the shower part without shutting off the whole bathroom, is what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Right. So if I need to fucking wash my hands because I just got a bunch of grime all over them, I got to go into the fucking kitchen
Or rinse them off in the toilet bowl.
Gross.
That's clean water. That's why dogs drink
A
it.
water line breaks in your kitchen in the wall. Now you have to shut the whole house off just to...
Right.
Yeah, I'd rather have a valve on everything that I can shut it off.
Right. You can just get to it quick, shut it off. Yeah.
Because I know, you know the apartments I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know that you've ever been behind KFC.
Oh, yeah. I've been in those.
Yeah, the plumbing sucks in them places.
Oh, do they?
You have a small 2.5 foot hole you have to climb into just to shut your water off.
Oh.
There's a joke there.
I figured.
I'm not fitting in that fucking hole. I can promise you that. If the water needs shut off, I'm going to have to go to my neighbor's house.
You got a kid I can borrow.
Officer, I promise I just need my water shut off.
Yeah, that was my excitement for the day. It was funny. Like when I called my one coworker to come over and look at this and try to help me diagnose it. He was sitting in the tub trying to look at things. He's like, "Turn the hot water tank on." So I turned it on. It shoots a stream out. It just soaked his leg. He's like, "What the hell?" I said, "I told you it was fucked up, dude."
Yeah, but you knew it was going to do that.
I did.
Fucking
I gave him
asshole.
warning saying, "Hey, I'm turning it on."
Fucking asshole. I'd be so pissed, soaked for the rest of the day.
I would have used that opportunity to pee my pants.
That's what he said when we went outside when one of the other coworkers showed up. He's like, I don't know, Don called me over to do some plumbing, and he just decided to piss on my leg. I had to go. I'm sorry.
It's one of those kink fantasies I've always wanted to do. I hid in the closet and got him.
Sounds like Joe when he was 13.
Still is.
No, I mean, though, you've always wanted to do it thing.
Oh.
Because by now you have.
I've never peed from a closet, but I got a new thing on my bucket list.
Remind me to stay away from your fucking closet.
You want to grab me one of my other prepared beverages
Jesus
out of there?
Christ, we're 12 minutes into the podcast.
I'm not done with this one. He's just at the fridge. I figured,
Fucking hell.
why make a second trip?
You're going to have to start prepping like 3 of them bitches.
I'll just make a
Fucking
pitcher.
Make a pitcher like tea. Hey, what is this? Is this juice? You don't want that.
I'll just have to make a pitcher like they do at those Mexican restaurants.
You know,
with
you
the margaritas.
could just make a pitcher and not put ice in it, and then put ice in before you pour it.
Oh man, that would take some science and math.
Why?
Because I don't know how much I put in a jar.
Well, if there's a gallon, one of your bottles is what, a quarter of a gallon?
750 milliliter, whatever the hell that equates to.
I don't fucking know. I don't do the conversion thing.
I looked it up
Google.
one time in ounces, but I don't remember.
Well, okay, call it a quarter of a gallon. So I would say if you make 50-50 mix, which is usually about what you fucking make.
When I'm heavy, yeah.
Right. You'd probably be pretty fucking set. Or if you just did, a bottle and a half and then filled the rest up with juice. And then you have a half a bottle, you just need one more bottle the next time.
Those are more than a quarter of a gallon.
I don't fucking know. I don't really drink anymore.
I'm looking at it going, that's definitely more than a quarter of a gallon.
Quarter.
Oh no, that's like at least a half.
Half, 2/3, something.
I'll look it up.
Of course you will. Google it. I don't know that I'd want to pre-mix that much. I need to get me a nice blender too so I can crush my ice.
Hey, motherfucker, if that's 750 milliliters, it's a fifth of a gallon.
Maybe
I don't think that those are 750 milliliters.
Maybe that's why they call it a fifth.
I don't think that's a fifth. I think that's bigger than a fifth because that has a fucking handle or like a place to. Yeah, that's definitely not 750. Because a fifth is
Maybe
a fifth is a regular sized Jack Daniel's bottle.
1.7. Maybe the smaller one I've got in the freezer is 750.
Yeah, a fifth is like the small or the medium sized Jack Daniel's bottle.
That's probably the one I've got in the freezer. The clear one I bought for when I had to be on.
Yeah, that's 0.462 gallons. So if you did that and then filled it up the rest of the way, it'd be 4/10, and then you'd have 6/10 of a gallon of juice. That'd be a decent ratio.
Yeah, that'd get me sauced.
But you wouldn't have to mix anything, and it'd be an easy ratio. You just pour one in and then fill it to the rest of the way with juice.
Not a bad idea.
I suppose once I pour it over some ice.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because it's not. I wouldn't put the ice in and let it get watered down. I would just put ice in and then pour the mixture.
Yeah. I should just start freezing the juice. Put it in ice cube trays.
And then just drink straight Bacardi until it gets fucking diluted enough. You'd be like 4 drinks in before you had fucking juice.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
You'd be like on number 3, like, hey guys, I can taste the juice now. This is a pretty good drink. Joe, that's just rum. It's not really a drink.
Drink 6, I'd be like, do you guys know I read science?
Have you guys seen the gooses?
Amber said, why didn't he just say gaggle of geese? And I'm like, I don't think he could have got gaggle out without giggling.
Or without going. He'd have made the first half of it.
Right. Oh, shit. So has anything fun happened news-wise that either one of you are aware of?
No, I've been too enamored with work and my pistol build.
Doing one of those virtual pistol builds on a laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been stuck on what trigger group to put in mine. I can't find one that looks cool. And my computer keeps freezing. I think the ATF's on to me.
Yeah, I get to pick up my virtual pistol this weekend on Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
If you were actually going to buy it, what was it going to cost you?
500 plus tax.
Oh, fuck. That ain't bad.
No, but with the barrel and the compensator and the trigger and the grip module and the light and the optic, it's going to be pretty expensive. Granted, I already have the trigger virtually and the barrel virtually and the compensator virtually. Now I just have to get the optic and the grip module. Virtually, of course.
I know that neither one of you saw this, but Adam Kinzinger went out shooting yesterday. And if you saw the pictures...
Where'd he go, Detroit?
They went to their version of a range. Now, keep in mind, these are liberals, but they're trying to appeal to, like, real men.
So it's going to be kind of like Walt's going
Oh,
pheasant hunting?
worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they've got a table set up, and there's tannerite all across the table. There's steel targets at the end of the range. They're shooting 223, 5.56. Somebody was shooting a bolt action because it was laying on the table. These fools are only, at best, 10 yards away from steel targets.
With a 223 and 5.56?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And possibly larger caliber if it's a bolt action?
Potentially larger caliber.
Why?
The reporter that was covering the story took a ricochet round to the arm. And at one point, he was downrange from all these guys with rifles taking photos.
Well, that don't surprise me. I've seen that with the Waltz thing.
Yeah. But yeah, they've got containers of tannerite all over this fucking table and steel targets 10 yards downrange, and they're shooting them with, an AR. Like, you're just waiting for something bad to happen.
Yeah, you got containers of tannerite, so
Were they already mixed?
10, 20 yards away, a ricochet comes back and hits one of them jars.
If it hits it right, it wouldn't matter if it's mixed or not. If it hits it at the top where the packet and the pellets are met together,
Right.
it's gonna explode.
Oh.
But I couldn't tell by the photo if they were mixed or not. But
How does that work,
What?
tannerite?
I don't know. I'm not a chemist. I have no idea. I just know it's cool.
I don't think I've ever been anywhere where anybody shot tannerite.
Really?
Yeah.
I might know some rednecks that have some tannerite.
I know some rednecks.
I used to have some in my closet, but I had them out on that boat because I was going to put them on some buoys. So they're in the bottom of the lake.
You'll have to get some virtual tannerite. I can send you a website.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was buying half pound at a time, but I was going to fill yard gnomes with tannerite and nails.
How much, like a half pound, how big of an explosion would that be?
It's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you took a steel drum and set it on top of a steel drum and shot it, it's going to make that steel drum into a Jamaican drum where you can cut it and make music out of it. I've set it on top of a plastic barrel and it blew a hole in the top of the plastic barrel.
How close can you be when you shoot it?
Don't want to be too close because it's in that plastic container, and that plastic container will splinter and become little pieces. Whatever you do, don't imbibe in too much rum, miss every shot with a rifle, and decide to do it with a handgun.
Why?
I'm glad I missed every shot.
How close were you with the handgun?
Less than 5 feet.
Bro! Fuck this thing!
I couldn't have driven. I was inebriated.
You know the ATF guy listening to our fucking podcast is like,
He's like, I can close the case on these guys. He's going to kill himself before the day's out.
like, I'm not smart. I've never been around tannerite, but 5 feet, Joe?
The first time you see one go off, you'll be like, yeah, that's pretty massive. I'm staying the fuck away from that.
Yeah, unless you're Joe and you're fucking hammered. And then
Well,
you're
I
like,
also cut the crap out of myself skinning a fucking raccoon and eating it that night. I'd had a hell of a day.
how the fuck did you cut the hell out of yourself skinning a raccoon? Was it still alive?
No, but that would have made the story a lot cooler. You know how many rounds that raccoon took before it died?
Oh, that's the
Jesus.
one that Chode always talked about, where he's like, you had to fucking spit pellets out.
It was behind our target in a hollowed out tree. And it took a couple of rounds. And when it tried to climb out, we were like, oh shit, it's shot. We need to finish it off. Don't want it to run off in the woods and bleed to death. 15 or 18 rounds later, and there was no pellets. These were bullets. This was 9 mil to 45. That sumbitch just fucking refused to die. And even after it
You
stopped
should have
moving,
recruited him for the militia.
even when it stopped moving, we picked it up with a leather glove just in case it came back to life.
That was one of the weekends we were out camping, wasn't it?
Yep.
Just imagine that fucking raccoon is haunting you, and that's why shit doesn't go well. That raccoon's like, this motherfucker.
That's why I lost my guns in the fucking lake.
Who the fuck let you get 5 feet from the tannerite to try and shoot it with a handgun?
They didn't know that's what I was doing. I put the rifle down and just started walking. And I got fucking 5 feet away, pulled a 40 out of my belt, and they're like, no!
They're like, no, we're gonna have to fucking pick pieces of him up.
The first time we shot tannerite off, we put it on top of this piece of, it was a log, a piece of fallen tree. This was nice hardwood.
Pause. Pause.
We set it on top of this piece of hardwood, and we shot it from 150, 200 yards away. And that thing went off. You could feel it, even that far away. And it was just a quarter-pound tub. It was a little thing. We go down there to look at it. It had turned that piece of wood into a sponge. You could take a hold of it and just rip pieces of it off. The concussion, the downward concussion, had just destroyed this piece of wood. Like, holy shit, this is cool. So what made me think it was cool to walk up on it with a 40 and just
On a half-pound container. I'm just imagining you with a fucking rifle missing fucking like 15 fucking rounds and going, fuck this thing.
I didn't waste 15 rounds. Ammo's expensive. I might have taken 5 shots at it and I was like, fuck. And I think when I started walking down there, they thought I was going to reposition it because nobody said anything. Nobody followed me. It wasn't until I pulled that 40 out, they were like, no, shit. I got a couple rounds off before they got to me.
And you still missed?
Telling you.
Jesus Christ.
There might have been some 151 involved.
No.
It might have been the same weekend I fell in that fire pit, actually.
No, it wasn't the same weekend.
No?
No. That had to been the weekend or two before.
It was definitely a similar weekend.
That's always my favorite story is the fire pit. It sucks that you got burned as bad as you did, but
Actually, as bad as I did, should have been 10 times worse.
Yeah, you spill any of that fucking drink and your ass is on fire.
I didn't have any blisters on my palms.
that was our worry. Was he went into the fire pit? He held himself up in the fire pit with a jar in hand. I didn't spill my drink. We pulled him out and he got taken home to get cleaned up.
Trim my beard.
Trim
my
his
hair.
beard and his hair. I think you had burns on your arm.
I did.
3rd-degree burns on your arm.
It's a couple of small spots of 3rd degree,
Yeah.
mostly 2nd. But yeah, no blisters on my palms or anything, and they were right there in the coals. I don't know what the hell.
It's all them calluses from jerking off.
Wrong hand.
You never sit on, your leg.
Nah, I don't like the stranger.
Oh.
Reminds me too much of elementary school.
Did you go to Delta too?
That's only if he turned the light off.
Okay, you can shut the door this time, but I still don't want to see you. Oh, fuck.
What the hell was I looking at earlier today? No, not that one. I can't talk about that one.
What, the mud hole?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what is that story?
I stumbled across this video on X. I looked to see if I could find it, but X is not working for me right now. You don't see the guy's face. You see from like rib cage to knees. And evidently he had poked a hole in the mud. And it's like this real sloppy, soupy mud. And then he just starts having sex with it.
Must have been one of them rednecks in North Carolina.
Real soupy mud, you say?
I don't know if it was like he's trying noodling in a different way or what, but it got him there. I mean, he reached the finish line. The
fact that you watched it the whole way through to see the guy finish is the most concerning part about you telling us about this.
It's like 15 seconds long. I thought it would at least be 5 minutes, but this guy must be one of those self-proclaimed what the hell they call them?
Speed runners?
He's a speed racer, at least.
Yeah, he was literally just pounding it out there in the mud hole. Wow. When you first see it, it doesn't look like a human body. It looks like somebody's hand. Like
the fact that you dissected this video enough to be like, I didn't even think it was a human body, but I kept watching to see what happened. There's something wrong with you.
It's 15 seconds.
There's something wrong with you, dude.
It's 45 seconds if you want to dissect it, but it was 15 seconds long.
So in all reality, he watched it for like a minute and a half.
He had to replay it a couple times.
Well, to make sure my eyes weren't fooling me.
Joe, how many times did you watch that video? Yes.
The comments were the best. Nothing's safe around men.
If you were a pile of mud, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear?
Oh, shit.
Dude, it's a wonder that we don't have more than 20 people that listen to us. Because I don't know, maybe we're not as funny as I think we are, but I think we're pretty fucking funny.
I think tonight most of the funny shit got said before the mics got turned on.
Probably.
I'm getting fucking old.
I haven't even looked at last week's views, have you?
Mm-mm. I stopped looking a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping next week's
Drink it. Drink it.
I'm hoping next week's get some views.
I think next week will be a good one.
Yeah. That one I might actually promote a little bit. I've kind of been... No, I seriously have been slacking on X.
Yeah, I don't think you've posted a single fucking thing.
It's been probably...
We've had the account for like 6 months.
No, there's stuff on there, but I think it's been about 6 weeks since I've done anything with it. I don't even think I've looked at it, to be honest with you.
Because you don't know how to use that contraption.
It requires getting that thing out. And the battery dies in that thing if you don't charge it.
Dude, it sounds like you're talking about a vibrator more so than an iPad. Got to get that thing out, and the fucking battery dies too much. Quit clenching.
There's only 22 views for last week's.
That's one more than usual.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And one comment.
What's the comment?
Probably my sister.
Probably.
Yep.
What'd you say?
Thank you for the prop uploading, Colton.
Christ. Guy has technical difficulties. Like 2 episodes out of the fucking 30 we have on. And everybody loses their fucking gourd.
Some people get addicted, man. Some people get addicted. She did tell me it's the highlight of her Friday when this comes out.
Okay, I'll make sure. I'll get it posted just for you.
Technical difficulties. He hands me a mic that's off, and he doesn't even notice it's off.
Do a whole podcast that way.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're in another room.
To be fair, I didn't see any problems when I was monitoring.
Were you even looking at the right screen?
There's one screen. There's one fucking screen. What do you mean am I looking at the right screen?
Does the other box show you if a mic's working?
Yeah, and I never saw anything wrong with that either. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm just blame it on fucking Ethan.
Oh.
I think the mic got switched is what I think what happened.
You say blame it on. In the late 90s.
Oh, it's not Ethan no more, though. What's his name now? It's Red Basket.
Bobber.
No.
Oh, is it Boober or something stupid?
I don't fucking remember.
Red Basket Blowhole. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Red Basket Blowhole.
Fucking Red Basket Blowhole.
Yeah, you said blame it on it, and my brain went, because I'm old. Back in the 90s, there was a band out of Bowling Green, Ohio. They went to Bowling Green University. The band was named Paper Plate.
Paper Plate?
Yeah.
Why is it that 90s and early 2000s fucking like off the cuff bands always have some fucking just dumb ass name?
I don't know, but these guys were fun. They were hilarious. I saw them at Frankie's, and they had a song called Blame It on Paper Plate.
What the fuck?
It was awesome. And this is like years before cell phone video and shit, so I've never been able to find, because I'm sure after college they went and did their own things, but
Probably.
I've never been able to find video or recording of that song. But they were talking about it was kind of reminiscent of AC/DC, lock up your back door, lock up your wife, because these guys are like, if your dog's walking funny, blame it on Paper Plate. If your daughter didn't come home, blame it on Paper Plate. If your wife's pregnant, blame it on Paper Plate. Hilarious. These guys were funny. And it wasn't grunge, which was really popular at the time. This was really upbeat. Think more like early Green Day. It was like upbeat, kind of fun, poppy music.
Kind of a Green Day and a Wheeler Walker kind of mix.
Yeah. It was hilarious. And they were cool guys. They were just a couple of years older than me at the time. And Frankie's is a small club, so after the show, they're just standing in the crowd watching the next act. So you go up and talk to them and shit. They were cool guys, and that shit was hilarious.
I'm just trying to get my head wrapped around the fact that you were in fucking Bowling Green.
No, I was actually in Toledo at Frankie's.
Oh, was it Toledo? Mm-hmm. That's almost worse, thinking about you being somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I was 18. Things were different.
It was a different time. I was a different person.
I used to go to what used to be the sports arena. I used to be there at least once a month.
The sports arena?
Yeah.
Is that the Huntington Center?
No. It was before the Huntington Center got
Down
built.
Summit and across Cherry Street, across the bridge.
Oh, I bet you spent a lot of time around Cherry Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd really like to get that fucking rumor going. Joe spent a lot of time around Cherry Street in the 90s.
I made dollars. No, I used to go to concerts all summer long in
He
Toledo.
probably stripped around the corner, though.
That was on Star Avenue.
That's a ways down the road.
Yeah.
I don't know where any of these fucking roads are. Like, I know of Cherry Street. I don't think I've ever been on Cherry Street.
Yeah, I got stuck on Cherry Street Bridge a couple of times waiting in line.
Yeah, I bet you fucking did.
Waiting in line for your mom.
Ah, that's fucked. I saw a fucking clip either today on lunch or yesterday on lunch, and it was fucking Theo Von and Nikki Glazer. And talking about her squirting, and he's like, so like when you do it, how much is there? He's like, are you like spraying across the room? And she's like, no, it's really not that much. He's like, well, is it enough to dampen a small hamburger?
What the fuck?
He's like, could you ruin a small hamburger with it? And she loses her shit. She's like, that's about the exact amount.
Speaking of Theo Vaughn, did you see he had JD Vance on?
No.
Oh my god, dude. Oh. I love this interview. I listened to the whole thing this morning. I love the interview, partly because JD Vance is a real guy. He sounds like us right now.
Oh, yeah, dude. Anytime I've ever heard him talk, even candidly,
Yeah.
he sounds like just a normal ass person.
He sounds like us right now. Anyway, they're talking about the border crisis, the drugs coming over. He talks about how his mom has is in recovery from addiction to opioids and shit.
Theo Von or JD Vance?
JD Vance. And Theo's like, I wouldn't be sober right now if it wasn't for fentanyl. He goes, I'm scared. And JD's like, yeah, it's deadly. It would make you scared to do that. And Theo Vaughn's like, such a shame you can't even do cocaine in this country anymore.
He's not wrong.
Vance is like, I'm stealing that line, but I'm not going to use it till after we win.
He's really not wrong, though.
If you get a chance, though, listen to that interview. It's really good. It's fun.
I need to listen to the whole one with Nikki Glazer
Yeah,
first.
you do. Just do that one at home because you're going to end up
You're
beating
so
off,
stupid.
beating up under your desk at work.
You're so fucking dumb, dude.
Is
fucking dumb.
No, I spilled some creamer.
I keep my creamer in the fridge. That wouldn't work.
I keep my creamer in my top desk drawer.
I don't have any drawers in my desk either. Dude, it's fucked up. I have a fucking folding, like one of those white tables, like a beer pong table. I have one of those, and I have this standing desk that is just flat with no drawers. I'm about to fucking buy like a filing cabinet because just all my shit's just sitting out. It looks cluttered as fuck. I'm about to.
If I walked in, they said, that's your office, I'd be like, you don't expect me to stay here long.
Like, I'm literally about to buy like a filing cabinet or something. That and like, if I had guns and I wanted to carry, I have nowhere to fucking put it. Unless I keep it on my person, but I don't really want to keep it on my fucking person while I'm sitting at a fucking desk.
What good's it going to do you if it's in a drawer?
I mean, it would still do me some good. I'm in a cubicle. I'm not like easily seen when somebody first comes in the fucking door. I would have time to get to it. I'm just saying, like, it's not like I can just set it on my fucking desk. I mean, I probably could. All my bosses are fucking conservative. I probably could, but it's just the fact of like, I don't need anybody knowing my fucking business. If I did have guns.
It'd be wild though. You get up to go get a cup of coffee, and somebody walks by your desk, and it's just sitting there. Huh, free gun.
Be so pissed as much money as I'm putting into this virtual gun.
Right? There was a guy caught in New York, either late last month or early this month, and because of the state he's in, they're like, he had a cache of weapons. In Ohio, that would have been like, hey, buddy, good start.
Right.
But he had a bunch of ghost guns. And the article was sure to point out about how many crimes these ghost guns are committing and shit.
Oh, no.
But he had over 1,000 rounds of assorted ammo. With the amount of guns he had enough to arm like 9 people for a 2-minute conflict. But because it's New York, and because of the article, because of the magazine the article was in, they made it sound like this guy was ready to take out, half of Israel or some shit.
What do you know about the amount of grain for ammo, for the ballistics of it?
Very little.
How do you determine which you buy and or use?
I usually go by manufacturer's recommended.
Oh.
Because normally, if you're talking hunting rifle, they're going to give you a recommended range of grain.
For a specific application.
For application and for what you're doing with it.
Right, range and...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Same with self-defense weapons. If you're target shooting, this is your range. If it's self-defense, this is your range. I generally just go by that. Because I'm not a reloader. I have no idea how the science behind that shit works. Nor do I want to spend the time to fill my brain capacity with that stuff. When it's written down, why bother remembering it?
Well, I was going to buy a virtual. I keep fucking having to say virtual so nobody thinks it's real.
Because it's not.
Yeah. But I wanted to buy a virtual case. I wanted to buy a virtual 55-gallon drum. But that's like $7,000. I don't have $7,000 laying around. So I was going to spend
You need to get a better job in Sims.
One of my friends has this fucking video game called Supermarket Simulator. It is exactly how it sounds. It is you run a fucking supermarket and you have employees that you tell what to do and when to stock and what prices to put on your shit, and you talk to customers. It's Sims for a supermarket.
What the fuck?
We were in Discord, which is kind of, I don't know if you know what Discord is. I've heard of it. It's kind of like you can call people and chat and whatever.
Yeah.
But we were in Discord and I was waiting for him to come back and play with me. That sounded fucking terrible.
You get serviced by Donald Trump while you're at it.
No, but if I did, I'd take a video and I'd get money out of it.
He'd make you sign an NDA, yeah.
But he's talking, you must use the mic to talk to people. I'm assuming there's other people, it's multiplayer, I'm assuming. But he's yelling at these people that are quote unquote working for him because they didn't put a price on the yogurt, and everybody's just taking it. He's like, no, nobody take the yogurt. There's no fucking price on it. And he's like, what do you mean my chicken's expensive? He's like, it's only $1 above market. I only make $1 a pound on the chicken.
What the fuck? Can you imagine being an employee in a virtual game where you're stocking shelves with yogurt and get yelled at for not putting a price tag on it?
And I was like, what are you doing, dude? He's like, just let me finish out the day. We close at 9 p.m. I was like, I'm not waiting for you to fucking close. And he's like, no, every second is 5 minutes in this game. I was like, I don't care. I'm not waiting that long. I was like, it sounds like a long ass time for me to wait for you to fucking play a goddamn supermarket simulator. I was like, come on. And then 20 minutes later, we're playing Call of Duty and his game crashed. And I was like, dude, you got to look into a better PC or something. I was like, your game crashes so much. He's like, well, I had Supermarket Simulator playing in the background because they were still stocking shelves.
Oh, Jesus. Do they have a Circle K simulator or a 7-Eleven simulator?
I don't know. If they have a Circle K simulator, we should get it for Amber.
If they have a 7-Eleven one, we need to get Joe Biden working there. You can't go into a 7-Eleven with an Indian accent.
Fucking speaking of 7-Eleven, I saw this clip and it was fucking Call of Duty, and it was this Indian dude, and he's like, one of the map's name is Afghan. He's like, everyone vote for my hometown, Afghan. Everyone vote for my hometown. And some dude's like, hey, what's the special at 7-Eleven today? And he's like, nothing, beach. I'm playing Call of Duty. We're closed for the day. That shit had me fucking dying. But yeah, no, I was looking at buying a case, which I think was, want to say it was 5,000 rounds, virtual rounds, so everybody's clear. But I think it was 5,000 rounds for like $500. I was like, it's not a terrible price, but I have to pick a fucking grain, and there's like 6 more options than there are when I just go to the fucking store.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't fucking know what to get. Like, that's a lot of fucking like rounds to commit to at a certain. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Just pick one in the middle, practice with it, and that's what you're good at.
If you're getting ammo, do it before January.
Well, that was the other thought too. I was like,
I would actually do it before the end of the month.
Did you see the email out from Winchester?
I know there's a black powder shortage, but there has been for like 2 months.
So was it?
Just planning on buying it at the end of next month.
I don't know how true this is. I'll let you look at it after the podcast, and you can. But according to this, is beginning of January 1st, all ammunition products are going up 5 to 10%.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I mean, depending on who gets elected, for sure.
It's still probably going to go up 5 to 10%.
Really?
What.
Yeah, probably no matter what.
Why?
From what this email says.
And if Cheeto King gets elected, it might actually go up more than that, because a lot of the black powder and a lot of the ammo that we import is coming from countries where he wants to put tariffs on.
Oh, so we'd have to be buying U.S.
Yeah, you'd have to buy U.S. manufactured. Overseas stuff will still be cheaper than U.S., but it's going to go up.
Right, but if the price is even more negligible, I think I might just buy fucking U.S. at that point.
That's one of the things I don't agree with Trump on, is the tariffs. Some tariffs are good. Overdoing it, you're only
He's trying to make a statement with it.
I know. I realize that.
And to be honest, he's
to
probably only going to do about half of the fucking tariffs that he's talking about
I
doing.
don't know. He did all the ones he said he was going to do. But some of the tariffs, he makes a statement, and the governments relinquish and do what he wants. But in the meantime, the budget consumer is the one that pays the price.
Well, yeah.
Which is part of the reason.
Yeah, it's not the people that are already buying name brand shit.
Yeah.
Because they're going to pay the same price because it's the name brand shit.
Yep. So, but I remember before before Sandy Hook, I was buying cases of 7.6239. That's probably why my fucking boat tipped over. Because I had cases of 7.62 by 39. I was having that stuff delivered UPS, and it was cheap. Steel case, but it was cheap.
It's a lot of weight. I could tip a boat easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the price of that stuff. It was...
Are 223 and 556 different, or are they two numbers for the same thing?
They are different.
They're the same but different.
Well, earlier
kind of like
you
a black
said
person and Kamala Harris. They're the same but different.
that's fucked. Earlier you said 223/556.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most AR lowers will do both. They're multi-cal.
So you would just have to change a barrel?
No.
How?
I used to shoot both through mine.
So if I put 10 rounds of fucking 223 and then put 10 rounds of fucking 556 on top of it, it'll just fucking go through all of them.
Yeah.
I don't
Depends on what your rifle
I
will
don't
do.
fucking understand that. I don't understand how that's even possible.
If I still had some of those calibers, I'd let you take them with you so you could use your mathematician measuring tools on them, and you could tell us the difference. But yes, they are different. They're actually different.
So how does it shoot? How does it shoot both of them if they're different?
Because they're close enough.
That just sounds sketchy. This sounds so sketchy.
Did you ever hear the story of Dave did a concealed class, and this lady comes to class with a 40. He's like, all right, that's cool. They do the class. They go out to the range. She loads the gun. She shoots the thing. And the projectile falls out of the barrel and lands 5 feet in front of her on the ground. It had a full bang. It didn't eject. It didn't cycle.
Does she have 9 in it?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
She shot like 3 rounds. She'd eject a round. And
it would load the next one.
Yeah. She'd shoot and go thump out onto the grass. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Let me try again. Rack it again. Thunk. Finally, it was like, hold on. Put that down. Let me see it.
Fuck it. She probably just grabbed whatever was in the fucking closet that her husband had fucking laying there.
Yeah, somebody else had bought her the gun and the ammo.
Hey, could you go get me the right box of ammo?
Hey guys, if you want a Valentine's present for your wife, buy her a 40 and a box of 9 and sign her up for a concealed carry class.
Even better if you're worried about her shooting you.
She'll have divorce papers before the end of the week.
Even better if you're just worried that she's going to shoot you, like in the back of your head, but she wants a gun, so like she's pressing you to buy her a gun, and so it's like, right,
you'll hear the loud bang and the fucking bullet hit the sheets.
Yeah.
It might burn your foot, but other than that, you'll survive.
Right.
I have never, knock on wood, loaded the wrong caliber into a weapon.
No, you just missed fucking 5 shots at Tannerite and
I'm
go up
so
5
glad
feet.
I did too, man.
Go up 5 feet to the motherfucker.
The soul of that raccoon was looking down on me that night.
He was like, shoot it, bitch. Come on, you're close enough. Shoot it.
I was all over the place. So glad we were camping.
Had a lot of good times out there, though.
Yeah, we did. That was a good time.
I'd like to do it again.
We should sometime, depending on the weather, maybe in November, if it doesn't start snowing, go for like a chilly camp. I like camping when it's chilly. I don't necessarily like camping as much in the summer because I sweat my dick off. But if you go,
You ain't got much left.
fuck you both.
It's like the chalk tower at the pool hall.
Bro.
You done rubbed it almost gone.
Fucking eat a dick. Who? I said eat a dick.
I thought you,
What?
I thought you were talking about someone else.
You've been fucking hanging out with that idiot too much.
I'm up while
But
I'm
no,
hanging with his ass.
I like going camping like in the fall and in the spring because you can bundle up and you can still sleep good at night because you're not hot.
You ever done polar camp?
He's bundling up with you though.
Oh, no.
I can sleep in the same tent as Joe. It's not like I'm gonna touch him. If anything, he'll probably fucking touch me. Fucking go in there and go to bed.
I do a polar camp.
I'm down with that too.
Yeah.
It's been a long time
Where you-
since I've camped in the winter.
Clear the snow off the ground, lay your tarp down, put your tent up, and then pack snow up around your tent.
Yeah, dude, it's been a long time since I've camped in the winter.
I do a polar camp.
I know, we just gotta fucking plan it and have everybody actually do it. Last time we were supposed to go, nobody even fucking responded to Austin.
I think I had things going on that weekend for my kids.
Yeah, you always have something going on.
Shut up.
You fucking don't come to work. You don't fucking come hang out when we're gonna go camping.
You don't release things on time.
Fuck you.
You want to go with this? Let's go with it.
No, we should plan something out. We'll have to fucking look at Don's schedule though, because his is the only one that actually has shit on it.
If I ain't got my kid, I'm down.
Fucking bring your kid. It's camping.
She ain't gonna do a polar camp.
You remember when we were gonna do that hike from here to out to the campground?
I still want to do that too.
How the fuck are you gonna? That's not a hike.
Still a hike.
How is that a hike?
Because we were gonna.
It's all flat.
No, it was ruck hike. It was gonna be.
You carry what you're taking with you for the weekend.
Yeah, we were gonna ruck.
I don't call that a fucking hike. You're not going up anything.
Gotta cross the turnpike somehow.
You're so stupid.
We get to play Frogger early in the trip. No, we were gonna.
A hike doesn't have to be up a hill or up a mountain.
I feel like it should have to be up something. I feel like you're not really hiking.
You lay down, we'll climb over you and call it a fucking hike.
You're so fucking stupid. Whatever, you're about as flaky as fucking he is. Us actually planning something and going and doing it is like a very small percentage of actually happening.
I don't know. We do this every week. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm surprised. If it wasn't at your fucking house, I doubt it would happen every week.
That's how we get them, Colton. We plan it. We're gonna do a podcast
There you go.
at the pond.
There you go. Mid-November. We'll just have to get a hold of Dave's parents. I don't think they'll care, but
They've already told me they don't care.
sweet.
We just got to make sure we use the.
And you and I are both gonna have to like show up here in the morning of the day and be like, "All right, Joe, come on, we're fucking going. Start loading up your fucking rum." Because if we wait till like noon, he's gonna be sitting here and be like, "I kind of want to go, but I kind of don't."
I just got to find somebody to watch the dog. I can't take him with me.
Why can't you bring the fucking dog?
No, cannot take the dog.
I feel like the dog would be fine.
Cannot take the dog. Unless I go out there ahead of time and anchor a zip line.
There's no
for him.
fucking. There's not like a tree that you can tie him around to.
I'd have to figure it out. But
These are all logistics that we can figure out in the next
if a
month.
cat gets anywhere near that campsite,
Fucking let him have it.
it belongs to them.
Well, I mean, like if it's just a random like.
There's no random cats out there. They've got two, and
I'm thinking like here in town, you know, there's just fucking cats.
well, I don't give a fuck if it belongs to somebody here in town.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was just thinking like random cat. Be cool if he caught a raccoon and then we ate it.
If he left us any,
He ain't gonna share.
Yeah, imagine trying to take that fucking raccoon from him.
we'll have to take some allspice seasoning and some honey with us just in case he catches one. Because that roasted backstrap was really good.
I really want to get a raccoon for a pet. I think it'd be cool.
And when it's old enough, you can bring it over here. And
No, I'm not raising a raccoon for you to eat, you fuck.
Why not?
Because if it's my pet, it's a pet. It's not fucking food.
it would taste better than a wild one.
I don't give a fuck. And no, we're not going to catch a wild one and feed it to my raccoon either.
You eat a wild one, your farts smell like roadkill. It's gross.
Your farts already smell like roadkill. All right, we got like 2 minutes. What do you want to talk about?
I'm hoping next week's show pans out like I'm hoping.
A possible special guest
Possible.
if it works out in his schedule.
Yep. And fact check me because I'm drunk a lot, so I'm wrong a lot. You can reach out directly to me on X if you want, but that means I'll have to start actually getting on there. Of course, there's always the email. I
At Mike's Harder Podcast at gmail.com.
actually look at that one more than I look at X, but
Which is hilarious because they're both on the same fucking thing.
yeah.
And he's on X all day long.
Right.
But I'm on my personal account, and I'm not giving that one
That's
out
why
yet.
I told him. I was like, why don't you just sign into your personal account on the other one and then use the Mike's Harder one on your phone? And he's like, but then I can't look at my personal one until I get home and I have the thing. You would probably be following the same fucking people. You'd see probably the same fucking shit.
Maybe not.
He's like, but are there going to be dudes fucking mud holes?
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna try to find that fucking video. I'm sending it.
If you send me that video, I'm sending you a picture of my butthole.
Okay, fair. I haven't put anything on Facebook in a while, so go ahead.
I have to make sure I fucking do it straight out of the shower. I'll have to prep the picture.
Because if I get suspended off Facebook for a week, it ain't gonna hurt me at all.
Yeah, you ain't gonna care. You get a 30-day ban. You ain't gonna care.
Nah, I'll just post it to Channel 11's.
Luckily, nobody but my friends have seen my butthole. So, well, I guess there's that one chick, but I doubt she'd be able to identify me.
She's gonna see it and go, that kind of looks tasty. I'm gonna butter that biscuit.
You gonna eat your cornbread? On that note, I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you didn't, eat a dick.
All right, everybody, later.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Joe's drunk a lot, so he's wrong a lot. Later.